Baking a pie without a recipe seems too easy, so we're going to do a half and half pie, half apple, half pumpkin. I have 1 hour and 45 minutes. First, I'm going to grab everything that I need and get started on the crust. For the crust, I'm getting out a mixing bowl and I'll grab some flour, some butter, some water, and mix all of those in a bowl. I'm also going to be getting out all of my seasonings and spices that I think I'll be using on later on, which would be cinnamon, ginger, allspice, nutmeg, and cloves. Making it gluten-free so that I can eat this with my wife, who can't eat gluten. And I don't want just a pie to myself. Alright, that's about 2 cups. Don't really have anything left in here. Let's just dump that out. Okay. If I can open butter, there we go. Okay, and we're gonna need to mix that in. None of this is for you? No. We're gonna mix the butter in with the flour. Because we want it to mix in really finely, I'm gonna use a cheese grater. Oop. No. Okay. And hopefully this makes it easier to mix in with the flour. That looks crazy. The hour 45 is really speeding me up because I know that once I get this ready, it needs to go in the fridge for like 30 minutes. But we might have to put it in the freezer if we don't have time to help it chill again. And I believe that makes it so that the butter gets cold again, which allows for like a flakier crust. Butter, flour, water. We'll mix this first. This video was inspired by the Try Guys, who have been doing without a recipe for years. Water? No. No butter for you.
I think that's it. I don't think there's egg. You're making fat, sweet bread.
Oh geez, now it's just sticking. Too much water. Cool. And I don't have more flour. Unless I want to add in like gluten-free pancake mix. Which I don't know if that would be a bad thing, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we wanted this to be able to form into a ball, like without, and be able to get rolled out eventually. Okay, I've got some almond flour. I've also got some sugar, because I think I want to do a tiny bit of sugar in my crust. I think that's something that should happen. And that'll also help add something dry to it. We'll go like 1.5 tablespoons. And I'll probably need the sugar for later. We're not going to do much flour here. Just a little.
Very careful about how fast and how much water you put in.
This is getting lukewarm water.
Still super wet. Here's the question. Is this fine? Sure. Alright. To put it in the fridge, if I can grab this with one hand. Make that into a little disc. We'll go with freezer. Okay. We'll give that a 20-minute timer. Clear off the stove. Get started on our fillings. One of the fillings is the apple pie, which I have not made an apple pie before, but I've made Bananas Foster, which seems like it's gonna be like similar, but with a banana, obviously. For this, I'll do apple, cinnamon, brown sugar, all of our fall spices here, with ginger, nutmeg, cloves, allspice, and vanilla, and then a little salt in that too. Oh, and I used all of that butter, so we need some other butter. I've got my bowl of peeled apples. I'm gonna cut them and get some butter going in the pan. Ooh, too hot. Let's turn that down. Okay. These are poorly peeled apples, because I'm trying to speed up. Did I get too many apples? How many apples goes into an apple pie? But especially half of an apple pie. Now the reason that I'm cooking them in the pan before the pie starts is because they're so moist that the juices from the apple might leak out and create what they call on Graeber's Bake Off a soggy bottom for the crust, which essentially just means the pie will fall apart the second it's removed from the pie tin. And that's what we want to avoid. Okay. Have our peeled and now cut apples go straight into our pan here. Got our brown sugar, about a half cup of brown sugar, cinnamon, ginger, not a whole lot of allspice. Same with nutmeg, cloves. You mostly just want cinnamon. Our vanilla. There's not much. There we go. The brown sugar is starting to melt down a little bit. Mix into all of these apples. Don't really know how to roll out our pie crust, but maybe it's so wet that we can't roll it and we'll just have to squish it into the edges. Alright. Time to grab our pie crust. Grab a lid for these. And turn you to low. Yeah, this isn't as cold as I want it to be. No time. Some of this needs to stay for the top of the apple pie side. Yeah, there's no rolling this out. It's so wet still. I was for sure thinking that I didn't have enough water in it, and I just was a little heavy-handed. Okay, how do we get this on the sides? Just smooth it up the side here. Okay, so there's that. Obviously there's some holes in it that I will fill in right now. This goes in the oven by itself. With 12 minutes, it's at 375 right now. Now for the pumpkin pie filling. A bigger bowl. We'll need all of our spices. Brown sugar can go out of the way. Trash there. Pumpkin pie. Some evaporated milk. I've seen this made enough that I know that those go in it. I don't know the amount. I'm pretty sure if I looked on one of the backs of these cans, I could cheat. I don't want to do that. I don't want that recipe. Gotta make my own. So we got our pumpkin in the bowl. And this, we're gonna do the full thing. Lots of cinnamon, ginger, little cloves. If you have a cat, keep an eye on them, because they'll want to lick everything. Oh, I want some sugar. Yeah. What else goes in this? Eggs. We'll do some eggs. How many eggs? More than one. 2. I feel like this is where things go wrong. I'll have some restraint and do 2 eggs. Grab a paper towel. And I'll need a better mixer. I've got like clumps of sugar. I'll just toss these in. 1, 2, 3. That's probably like half a cup. This feels like a full cup thing. We're there. That helped a little bit. Eggs will help thicken it up a bunch too. Egg 1. Ooh. All over my hand. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Well, maybe not. And now we hope that it doesn't go everywhere. Here we go. So I think the more I do this, the more the eggs will get whipped and the thicker that they'll be. Oh, you know what I should have done with the crust was put a barrier in the middle to keep the pie filling separate. I'll have to do that when I take it out before I put any fillings in. Something else probably needs to go in this to thicken it, right? How thick is a pumpkin pie filling supposed to be? What do I have? Baking powder, cornstarch, another egg. Oh, this is a mistake. 1/4 teaspoon. I have no idea if that'll do anything. One more. That doesn't want to mix in at all. We'll call that there. Now we just wait on the crust for another minute before filling. I'm gonna clean up a tiny bit. Take a look at the crust. Well, it's crust. Ooh. Need our little barrier. I don't know if I'll have anything to go on top of the apple pie. So like no lattice or anything. To be fair, this is way too wet to do that anyways. That might do it. I don't know what to do with this right now. Set that there. Wash off my hands. Our apples. Very juicy, liquidy. One thing I'm just now thinking of is if I don't have anything on top, the apples might fully dry out. I've seen that happen on cooking shows. Maybe I can cover it with foil, or maybe if I use some of this liquid in here. There's our apple. Ooh, uh-oh. So we have some leakage from over here into this side. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I've seen people put caramel on the bottom of their pumpkin pie. And I actually wanted to do that for both sides. Too late for the apple. This might actually help with sealing any of the cracks though. And I'll put this on the bottom. And I'll do our barrier. I'm gonna just put it right on top of our barrier too. And kind of around the edge of the apple. And on top. This is so liquidy. This might be my last scoop. Yeah. It just started going under the edges. Okay. So I'll get that. Our apple pie barrier, lean in that direction. I wonder if I can smash this a little bit to make it flatter, but also cover more area to go on top of the apples. Oh, this might work. How do I get it off of this? That's the question. Okay. Ooh. Now, I know, it broke. That's fine, because that's kind of what lattice is, right? Not that serious. Oh. Okay. Here's what we look like before the oven. We got about 45 minutes. And it's got to be in there that whole time. For sure, the full 45 minutes. We're all cleaned up for now. The last thing I wanted to do, because there's only one correct way to eat pumpkin pie, and that is with some whipped cream on top. And for pumpkin pie, or for apple pie, you want ice cream. I don't know how to make ice cream. I think I know how to make whipped cream, so we'll do that. Jet. Are you wanting to help? Got heavy whipping cream. I'm pretty sure you just do this and then whisk it forever, right? Oh. This is why I have to be organized whenever I'm cooking anything. Because a cat is going to jump up behind me. And if anything is back there, they will eat it. So we've got our grade A ultra pasteurized whipping cream. Let's add cinnamon because everything has cinnamon today. And I don't just want like regular whipped cream. I feel like it's got to get whisked for a long time, but I guess we'll just go as long as it takes. It does look like it's already doubled in size. There we go. Looks like we've got some whipped cream already. I'm gonna go a little longer because I've never made this before, and I feel like over whipped is better than under whipped. Yeah, there's our whipped cream. Still a little bit of movement there. We'll keep going. Yeah, that's looking perfect. Put it in the fridge, and we got 30 minutes, a little under 30 minutes until the pies are coming out of the oven. I walked away for 5 minutes and sat down and thought about how the whipped cream didn't taste very good. So I'm just gonna add sugar to it and hope that helps. And we'll just taste it after that and see if anything else needs to be added. There we go. That's whipped cream. Here we go. The moment of truth. Ooh, okay. That's not bad. So with pumpkin pie. Looks like pumpkin. The apple pie, this stuff on top. Seems good. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to put a tiny bit of salt. I'll do that now. Now we'll just let it cool because I have some goblin cats. Cool it in the microwave. Just let it sit there. Then we'll come back later and try it. Pie is cool and ready to try. I'm gonna get one right in the middle so I can try a bit of both. Oh, that the crust on the bottom might be a bit thick. Crust looks good, looks done. Let's try a piece of our pumpkin here. That's pumpkin pie. Could have put more seasoning in it, but it was pretty good. Now the apple. Everything kind of fell off of the apple side. Some apple, some crust. That's pretty good. Yeah, overall, could have had thinner crust on the bottom and sides. And then way more like cinnamon on everything, and it would have been perfect. Overall though, pretty good. Let me know what other challenges I should try. Oh wait. Don't eat the middle barrier. That is way too thick, it's not done.